Hi, dear friends. This is Asimesa, and I hope all is well for you. So, I am popping in here to share with you something I am doing and I'm enjoying so much. I have been playing with these two decks, the Many Queens Tarot. Sorry, put the name here. Many Queens Tarot and the I Don't Care deck, both in our shop. And I like playing, well, actually, the decks are on my shop because I love them and I like using them. So that's why I use them. Anyway, I wanted to share with you this combo here because it has been really doing wonders for some readings, and they are really funny. So I was like, well, let's share that with you. So these two decks, this one was produced by Letty Jane Renican, sorry, and the deck is beautiful. It has very awkward, probably we can say, drawings, but it's creative. It offers a different perspective about tarot. And the I Don't Care deck here, we just launched it with Stephanie Walker and the artist Cam Gonzalez, and we just launched it. And we are really happy about how it is speaking to you and your comments. So thank you very much for sharing that with us. So these two decks, they are like friends. When I saw them playing together and giving these messages, I was like, well, these two people are like meeting in a cafe and they are just laughing about the world and the people that are asking the questions. They are really funny. And there are some stalker cards that can, we had many times some cards like everything is fine, do not worry, beautiful things like that. So let's share this with you and see what cards we get and how we can interpret them together. Yes, so okay. Well, let's be a bit devilish here. So okay, so dopamine dopago is a card that is pushing us forward toward our desire or the goal we want to do. Dopamine means like seek for happiness and seek for that hormone within you. At the same time, the unicorn is not fully white and has red eyes, which can refer to maybe some desires within us that we have been holding, but this is the moment to free them and to give them a voice. And the devil card is coming towards this also. I see it like that sometimes that pleasure you get from doing something sometimes that you are not supposed to do. Come on, we all have this sometimes. Or that pleasure you have from doing something that is really like freeing you or getting you out of the cage, but at the same time getting you into a cage of that pleasure or that dopamine state, and you become sometimes addicted to it. This is what happens sometimes when people get addicted to many things. It can be sex, it can be games, it can be movies, it can be whatever. But so if I take it for a reading, this really definitely saying that it would be interesting to let yourself go to a desire you are having or something that you have been pushing away, and it can give you some pleasure. Maybe you have been working too much. Now, you consider that having fun is not really, not supposed to do it, So yeah, so it's really interesting. This is how I would read it for these two cards. And I need to say thank you to Sadhana because she is having a very beautiful combos. I mean, check her out. I always tell people about her videos because she has a lot of combos, and she gave me this idea of doing a video about them. So I hope giving her a hi from here if she says my video. These two cards is really interesting. Well, first let's say that these two people here are looking into the past, and there is that feeling that I feel like something regarding facing something within us. Please leave a voicemail is when you don't want to face the outer world and you want to be within yourself, or maybe sometimes you want to avoid any situation, harsh situation. But this card comes and say, strength. Maybe you need to be alone to seek that strength you are missing at the moment. Maybe you need to connect with your spirit allies in the skies and not with the humans at the moment. So maybe you need to, I love the idea of butterflies you have here. Maybe you need to embrace a change you are living, symbolized by the butterflies, and you need to maybe find the strength to do it, and have time to do it. Let's take little more cards here. It's not a big deal. We have here the 9 of Swords. It's an interesting card. Let me see the guidebook also. So we should see the guidebook sometimes, the perspective of the author and the creator. Okay, so the 9 of Swords. So many swords cut to the heart of your nightmares. Remember, you are both the witness and the author of your thoughts. Be gentle. So, the first thing I see in this card, which is really interesting, is the hair. Have you seen the hair here? It's beautiful. It's like flowing. And it reminds me of that story. Was it Réponse? I'm so bad with names. But that anime, Disney, Disney movie about the princess that has very long hair from the top of the castle, and that there is something regarding that story about freeing herself, from her own thoughts, her own nightmares, and this animal here can be her companion or can be frightening her. But at the same time, it's so much not a big deal, because our thoughts, our fears, we give them energy, we give them strength, and we need to hire our face instead of hiding ourselves, and see the future with rainbow eyes, seeing the future with light, and turning from the past. It's really interesting that these 2 cards are talking about looking into the future. Stop looking into your fears, seeing that it's filled. The future is filled with swords and dangers and viruses and so on. But see it with rainbow eyes. I think it's simply put. Why should I talk a lot about it? It's really simple sometimes. Here. I mean, these 2 cards are so nice together. Party in your heart with the Ace of Wands and these 2 kids. It's like the energy of kids, the energy, the spark of the beginnings, the spark. I want to try things, even if the shoes do not fit, but it's okay. I'm gonna try it because this is. I'm filled with joy. I'm filled with sparks. I'm filled with creativity. Yeah, let's keep it simple so I can show you more cards. So here we have the 4 of Cups, and I mean, this is really funny, but do you see the eyes? It's like looking at something here. You have something in front of you, but you're so much not satisfied with it, and you are looking to something else, looking for something that can fill your heart and your belly. Something that can come and really corresponding to what I really want, instead of, okay, I should be satisfied with what I have. No. I know I need to seek more. I need to look for what is calling in my heart and really my belly, because the belly is where I feed myself. It's really interesting that this, I don't know if it's the hair again, the hair is really present in this deck. what is filling my mind. I should maybe look for something that comes and awakens me. I feel awakened within my being, my body. Sometimes when you listen to people, there is something, nothing moves sometimes within you. I mean, talking about teaching, books, principles. And sometimes you listen to some people and there is that thing within you that starts to move and shake, and you start to having like something that looks like motivation, that looks like a spark, a fire. I'm telling you, these two decks are really funny. So the death with do not regret anything, and it's really, I mean, what can I say more than that? The Hermit with this is bullshit. The Hermit getting back within and meditation, and do not listen to what people are saying around the news. Come back within, connect with your allies. I said in another video that mushrooms for me are an invitation to connect with the magical realm. Come back inside. Oh, this is really an interesting combination with the Three of Cups and the you are not your emotions. There is something in these two cards inviting us to embrace the emotions, whether it's happiness or sadness, but really living them fully so that they can pass on and not getting stuck in one emotion instead of another. Just let the emotions, which is cups. We are talking about cups, and I like this color, the bluish color also, and the violet color, which is like, it can be related to the spirituality, and see your emotions from the spiritual side. Maybe as a teaching, maybe as a union, when you are happy, and let them pass. Ten of Pentacles and don't turn back. This is really interesting combination in the reading. I would say that the Ten of Pentacles, we are practically at the end of the tarot, the journey. We arrived to our desires. We completed a cycle. It can be a divorce. It can be completion of a project, but move on, and it's done, it's finished. If they were placed some like that, I would say maybe it's time to leave the past and move to a dream you have. It depends on the cards where they are, what they are. I'm telling you, these two decks. Okay, so we have here the Four of Swords and stand up for yourself. And it's really funny that we are having these two beings watching. And there is here, it's more like of an invitation, like, okay, now it's time to stop sleeping and get up and fight for your rights. This is the moment. Like, stop doing what they are saying. Stop believing what they are saying. Just stand up, look for yourself, and decide. This is like a scream from my heart. Okay, like we'll take like two more cards because it's really funny, and I lose track of time. So we have the Princess and the No. Oh my God. And these two cards together are definitely saying, like, you know what? You've been generous all your life. This is the time that you stop and look for what you want. And the Empress, like, everyone will be looking for her. She's the one that she gives and she nurtures and she takes care of everything. But at the same time, I mean, when I see her breast, it's really interesting. There is one small and one big, which is like, regarding this card, would tell me, like, maybe you gave enough and this time that you give yourself for the moment. Okay, maybe one last one. Okay, so Five of Swords It's really interesting. So we are having here Five of Swords. Uh, there is a mask, something like related to mask, something related to um, maybe doing something behind. And here we have, don't do this today if you don't want to. Sometimes you work in an environment that, you know, they tell you what to do, and sometimes you don't really agree with what they are asking you, you know. And you don't say no because it's your job and you are obliged to do it, and you do sometimes things because you are afraid of a fine and so on. But at the same time, sometimes you don't want to fight. You just want to let yourself be and do that thing while you gather courage to fight maybe for tomorrow. And if we reverse it, we can say, well, you have been doing what people say all the time, and that doesn't correspond to you at all. But what about not doing it today? What about really following your own guidance? Okay, and I might continue, but it's really fun to do this exercise, and it's funny to see this combination. I hope you enjoyed your time with me. Drop maybe a comment to tell me what you think about this combination and what is your funny one. And check this text out on our shop, and yeah, have a nice day. Bye bye.